This is day 18, part 2 of Doomsday Cult Mom Lori Vallow's trial. Up next on the stand was Cammy Wilmore. She is an EMT and the deputy coroner, and she arrived at Chad Daybell's house once he had called 911. She said everything seemed normal at the home for the reaction he was having. She said he seemed distressed, he was distraught. He went through the timeline of what happened, and the only thing that she found kind of odd, she said, was that Tammy Daybell actually had foam around her mouth. Brenda Dye was next on the stand. She's an EMT and the actual coroner. She arrived at the home and she felt things looked fairly normal as well. Chad went through the story with her. The only thing that she did question him on was how she fell out of bed after she was deceased. Chad came up with a story about how he says that her legs must have been tangled in the blankets, and when he pulled the blanket, she must have fallen out. Dye did decide not to do an autopsy. Chad didn't want an autopsy, but of course there was an autopsy later on eventually done, which did reveal that Tammy Daybell did in fact die from asphyxiation. Spencer Cook was next on the stand, and he was the technology director for the Sugar Salem School District. This is where Tammy worked. He went through Tammy's emails for June 29th, 2019, and there was in fact one email there from Charles Vallow. This was when Charles was telling Tammy about the affair. He says that it was in her deleted file and that Charles's email was actually blocked now on her computer. Kelsey Harris was put on the stand next. She is Tammy's clogging teacher and actually worked with her. She said that Tammy was in great health, that the class was about an hour long, and it was very fast-paced. Shayna Miller was the last person on the stand for day 18. She also says Tammy was in great shape. They did a high fitness class together, apparently. And she said she saw her the day before, and Tammy didn't complain about being sick and was feeling great. Stay tuned for day 19 and hit follow for more updates.